Kyle Busch was the first driver you ever got a signature from. I'm curious why, where did you get the signature at?
So it was actually, it would have been my second race that I think I ever went to, and it was a NASCAR race. My first race I ever went to, I think it was 2004. It was the Coke 400 Daytona. My second race was Texas Motor Speedway. I think it was 2006, maybe, and that was where I got the signature from him. And yeah, that was the first professional racer that I think I met from all forms of motorsports, right? And I remember I got that signature, and for many years, and still to this day, I still have that hat. I still have it with my trophies at my house. But I remember that moment, like, kind of really turned me on to racing, and I thought it was one of those moments like I'm never gonna wash my hand again, you know, like. And I think I was probably 7 years old or something like that, and I fell in love with motorsports kind of after that, and then meeting a few other guys and falling in love with IndyCar. But that was like one of the first moments that I got around professional motorsports, or professional cars, I should say. And yeah, he in a way he turned me on to motor racing and wanting to move forward from karting.
Let's go Jeff, and then up front here to Joey. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Joseph, I'd like to get your thoughts on Kyle as well. I know you've crossed paths with him over the years. What did you think of, the news and his career and the legacy that he leaves?
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? We're not, gosh, I hate to be a person, making a public comment about it. It's just because it's an incredibly difficult thing. I think how can you not be in shock over the situation? I just heard about this yesterday, and then the next thing, you hear the news about it. I didn't even know about it till yesterday, and then the next news you hear is that he's not with us anymore. So I think it just puts into perspective how fragile life is. You just don't know, and it makes me think of his kids. To be honest with you, I mean, gosh, I feel terrible about. I have two sons now, and that's the thing that breaks my heart for sure. So the racing deal. He'd probably tell you that too. I mean, he was an extreme racer, one of the best you'd ever see, on track. And I'm just, speaking about his skill set. But, I'm sure the toughest part about it is just what he leaves behind with his kids and what they have to go through. So, yeah, incredibly sad for everybody, I mean, I didn't even know Kyle very well. When I look at it from afar, how can it not break your heart when you think about his kids? I did, yeah. I mean, I knew Kyle within motorsport, but we weren't, it's not like we were close friends or anything. I mean, I always love watching people that have just a huge skill set and tenacity for a craft. And, when you look at Kyle was just one of those unique individuals that was phenomenal at what he did. And I just admire that about people. I really do. And I've always been curious about what makes that work. I don't think every situation is the same. He had his own unique skill sets that worked for him. But he was by far one of the best. There's no doubt. So, like I said, just a sad day for motorsport that lost one of the best. But my empathy, my feelings are towards his family for sure. And I hope that their community can rally around the kids. That's what's going to matter at the end of the day.
Joey?